Have you ever had a dream that you wanted so much that you could, that you would, you want, you would, you could, you would, you would, you could, you would, you want, that you would, you could, you wanted so much you can do anything? Luffy did. Luffy's dream to be the king of the pirates, to find the One Piece, is a lofty desire. Some believe it's dangerous, some believe it's just wishful thinking, and such a treasure, even if it exists, is unattainable. And perhaps the One Piece is attainable, and perhaps you don't even need the One Piece to be considered the king of the pirates, and perhaps Luffy's dream is wishful thinking. But it is his dream. It begs the question of why. Why would a no-name pirate who has no cause to believe they're capable of defeating the world set out to sea with that goal? Luffy provides these answers.
海賊王になる。
海賊王に？本気ですか？
本気。
っていうか、ルフィさん海賊だったんですか？無理、絶対無理に決まってます。この大海賊時代の頂点に立つなんてできるわけないですよ。無理。どうして殴るんですか？
なんとなくだ。
でもいや、慣れてるから。
できるかどうかじゃない。なりたいからなるんだ。
Seem more than obsessed with this king of the pirates business. Is there some kind of story behind it, or any kind of reason at all?
No reason. It's just...
Just what?
I promised someone a while back. I swore that I would gather a crew, find the world's greatest treasure, and become king of the pirates.
Luffy just wants to. The only rationale that Luffy offers surrounding his desire to become king of the pirates and find the One Piece is a promise that he made. The promise that he made is related to a dream passed down to him from Shanks, a promise about fulfilling not a destiny but a desire. Shanks was one of the only people to show him love when Luffy was young, to guide and protect him. He was also someone who inspired him for all that he was as a pirate, with a life that he could not take part in because he was too young and too weak. So out of a stubborn resistance, he promised not just to be a pirate, but to be king of the pirates. And to be quite honest, that is wishful thinking. It doesn't make sense for Luffy to want that dream. No one's forcing him to do it, and there honestly doesn't even seem to be that much that he could gain from seeking it. His father and grandfather were well established in their respective fields, a revolutionary, a vice admiral. If he wanted, he could have chosen a life climbing a ladder that had already been laid out for him, but he chose differently. And for him, this isn't news. He's aware of all the things that are against him, but he chooses his path anyway, not because it's easier and not because he'll have more, but because it's the one he chooses that's best for him. And that reasoning is good enough. Lives can be spent in many ways, but they're measured best in how well they're spent. So for Luffy to choose the king of the pirates as his dream, and the way that he spends his life, whether he loses everything he has in the process, is a good enough dream, and because he wants to, is a good enough reason as long as he does it to the best of his ability and with all of his strength. Compared to other protagonists, Luffy's reason for seeking greatness is rather weak, but what is strong is his resolve. Luffy's willing to battle the whole world, to become an enemy of the world's authorities just to see it realized. You see, if there's any dream worth fighting for, it might as well be your own. That is what is so remarkable about him. He's wagering everything in his life for a dream that will certainly cause him grief and pain before it's realized, when he doesn't even have a good reason for seeking it, or any guarantee it will come to fruition. How ridiculous, how powerful, how foolish, how awesome is Luffy's resolve. It takes some years to find the will to move away from home, or start a new job, or just go to the gym for some people. But Luffy spends every day seeking a dream that doesn't make sense, and that is near impossible, just because he wants to. And yes, wanting to is enough. when that want comes from the deepest part of your heart, when whatever love or hope you've tied to it is your most sacred treasure. When this is true, it doesn't have to make sense to the world when it makes sense to you.